Since 1880 CE, Hazaras have been subjected to genocide in various ways. Monarchs used the official armies to eradicate this Persian ethnic group. The imprisoned Hazaras were left to languish in jail before being hanged by the country's rulers. Hazara men, women, and children were sold as slaves in order to pay for their own genocide. In the past decades, illegal armed groups and warlords are all playing a part in this persecution. The country's dominant religion has been and is still misused to justify this genocide. Hazaras were and are still being declared as infidels and murdered as a result of decrees made by so-called religious scholars. The justifications and methods of genocide may have changed throughout the century, and the perpetrators may have adopted new names and identities, but reality has not. What the Hazaras have been through cannot be adequately defined by any other term than genocide. Governments and perpetrators may try to cover up the facts, but we are still watching genocide unfold right in front of us. The Hazara Genocide has virtually gone unnoticed by the world for over a century. There is a legal, moral, and historical need for documenting the ongoing Hazara Genocide. The Hazara Genocide Archive is one of Balak's projects that, in collaboration with Hazara Organization for Peace and Equality, HOPE, aims to document the ongoing genocide. The Genocide Archive project collects data of the victims that are systematically killed in Afghanistan and Pakistan. The project builds upon HOPE's work, currently pinpointing the incidents and attacks on Google Map by adding the information in a database. The purpose of the Hazara Genocide Archive is to 1. Raise awareness about the ongoing genocide. 2. Document genocide and war crimes. 3. Act as intermediary between the victims and organizations such as UN and ICC. Note: during ICC registration of the opinions of war victims under Article 18, Sub 2 of the Rome Statute, Balak submitted an ICC Victim Representation Form on behalf of nearly 2,200 Hazara victims and their families on December 17, 2021. And 4. Seek justice for victims. Data categories. Hazara Genocide Archive collects data in 3 categories. The first one is personal data of each victim, such as name, gender, age, education, etc. This data is visible to the public. The second category is residential address and contact details of each victim's family and relations. For safety and security reasons, this data is kept private. The third category regards audio and video interviews with certain victims' families and relatives. For safety and security reasons, this data is kept private. Balak keeps the personally identifiable information PII private and only shared with concerned international authorities such as the UN and the ICC when the confidentiality of such information can be guaranteed. Work methodology. Balak has several teams working on the Genocide Archive project. The data collection team constantly works on collecting and uploading victims' data on our server. The data archive team works on archiving data into the database that appears and is visible on www.hazaragenocide.com. The vision for the Hazara Genocide Archive is divided into 3 phases: data collection, data analysis, and functionality and presentation. Balak is currently in the first phase of the project. We are collecting data and adding it to the database. Once the work on the first phase reaches a 95% completion, we enter the second phase, data analysis. In the second phase, the analyzer team will check for any inconsistencies in the data, such as the correct number of victims, dates of targeted attacks, etc. Lastly, and most importantly, the third phase will start, where we focus on the database functionality and presentation of information to the end users. The Hazara Genocide Archive is accessible at www.hazaragenocide.com. Balak and HOPE request all fellow human beings to join hands in our commitment to never again, as codified under the UN Genocide Convention of 1948, and help bring a stop to the ongoing Hazara Genocide. Thanks for watching.